1492, Christopher Columbus, along with his 3 ships, the Niña, the Piñata, and the Saint Maria, sailed the big ocean blue and discovered America. But I mean, there were already people here, and he still called them Indians because he thought, oh, okay, this must be India. People didn't ridicule him because he thought the world was flat. No, they ridiculed him because Chris thought the distance from Asia to Portugal was only 2,400 miles, when in actuality, it was 10,000 miles away, not to mention there was a huge freaking continent between them. It just makes you want to say, boy, were they wrong! And that's the theme of this video. We've come a long way in modern medicine. We have vaccines, and x-rays, and MRI scanners, and we learned to wash our hands before operations because we didn't used to do that before. Boy, were they wrong! Yes, I am going to say that every time. So obviously, with new discoveries in medicine, we'll realize that some of the things we used to do were wrong. No, don't put your baby on its back! It could throw up and choke itself! No, don't put it on its stomach! It can get SIDS! No, put it on its head. And it also comes as no surprise that some of the things that we used to think were helpful were actually killing us. One such thing is mercury. You see, we didn't even realize that this stuff might be bad for us until 1926. Before that, we used mercury in everything. Okay, that's an exaggeration. We've been mining mercury since the Roman times and used mercury in paint and hats and thermometers, and back in ye old days, people who made hats with mercury had a higher chance of getting dementia, and that's where the term mad as a hatter came from, because they were mad with dementia. And also, just a PSA, we put mercury in the swirly light bulb, so if you break one, well, it's time to die. And in ancient history, some healers promised that by consuming deadly brews containing mercury, their patients would gain eternal life and the ability to walk on water. No. One of the most famous cases was a Chinese emperor called Qin Shi Huang, who died after ingesting a mercury pill that was supposed to make him immortal. Boy, were they wrong!
The other day, I got a bill from the gas company, and I thought, this is weird. I just got a bill the other day. Why am I getting another bill? So I opened up this new bill, and it says final bill. And I thought, well, this shouldn't be my final bill. So I called the gas company, and they say, oh, yeah, well, your service has been canceled. And I said, why? I said, oh, a new tenant activated service at that address.
Uh-oh.
And I said, new tenant? I bought this house 2 months ago. And I said, who activated service at this address? On a hunch, I said, is it Peggy? And Peggy being the previous owner of the house. And they said, yes. I said, well, I need to get my name back on the account. I need this to be mine.
She still holds the gas rights to the house?
Yeah, and then they said, okay, well, we'll just need to charge you a $10 installation fee, and we can get it switched back over to your name. And I said, no, you're not going to charge me a $10 installation fee? And they said, well, it's a standard fee, sir. I said, I know it's a standard fee. I paid it already. You can't charge me to reconnect it again. They said, I can't do anything about it, sir. And I said, okay, I want to cancel everyone's gas on my street. And they said, what? I said, apparently anyone can cancel anyone's gas, so I'm canceling everyone's gas. And they said, hold on, sir. They put me on hold for like 10 minutes. They come back and they go, yeah, you don't need to pay the fee, sir.
That's ridiculous. Do you think when they put you on hold to go talk to the manager, it was because they realized that you really could turn off the gas on everybody?
maybe the guy went to work. He's like,
secret.
Let's go turn off everyone's gas. And the manager's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh boy, that must be my girlfriend.
It's not me, no, it's you, and all the very stupid things you do. You're out of luck, we're breaking up, and I've already found somebody new. Please don't call, no, don't ever call, cause I don't wanna be your little baby doll. I know it stings, but here's the thing, I really need a man with bigger balls.
How much did this even cost?
It was all free because she's fucking me.
Being sick is the pits. I should know, because I'm sick right now. You can probably hear it in my disgusting nasally voice, and I probably shouldn't be recording a YouTube video right now. But you know what? Life stops for no one, and I'm not gonna get left behind. But for real, I was like, I need to get started on the next video, but my voice sounds like I drowned in cheese graters. Whatever. Let's talk about being sick. It's relevant enough. I'm fortunate to have a really good immune system. I never get sick. believe it or not. From elementary school through high school, guess how many days I've missed from being sick? Don't guess. I'm gonna tell you anyway. It's 2. And they were back to back, so I was just really dying that one time. I mean, sure, I've gotten sick here and there, and my mom was just like, oh, you're fine, pack your bag, you're going to school. Missing arm? If the lizards can regrow their limbs, so can you. So that number doesn't tell everything, but I think 2 is a pretty good score to have over 12 years. I'm not like a crazy germaphobe, though. I don't go out of my way to avoid being exposed to sickness or actively try to kill any bacteria that may give me some sniffles. Sometimes I forget to wash my hands. I heard that kids who are more exposed to germs and stuff when they were young were able to more efficiently build immunities to them. So maybe as a kid I just ate a lot of dirt. But even though being sick makes you want to just give up on everything because your eyes are red and your head hurts and you're tired all the time, you can't sleep, your nose is plugged, you can't breathe, and everything is agony, and life is pain, and nothing is worth it in the end.
So there I am, in my parents' attic, going through my old stuff, when I find this.
What is that? What is that? What is that? Is that from another girl?
Would you believe me if I said you built a time machine, traveled back in time to meet me in middle school, and handed me a note that contains the secrets to the universe?
No.
Oh, then it's from another girl.
What?
You ever have a crush on someone you totally shouldn't have? Well, in the 7th grade, I had a forbidden love. My babysitter. Hey, where are you going?
To build a time machine and then slap that girl in the face.
And yeah, she was my babysitter, but she was more meant to watch my little sister. But she was a super hottie. You know what? I think she's the reason I love Halloween. And it all comes down to what happened in this note. So, here's the story. So I was walking home from school, talking to my buddy how I'm all nervous about this crush. I don't know, man. What if she says no? Nah, bro. She's the one. Since when are you into romance? Since I seen that girl's booty, bro. Dude, keep it down. She's like right there. God, she's hot. Now, unfortunately, it was a phrase just like that, but I said it just the wrong time. My. Where'd you come from? Well, you should know. I'm always watching. Don't you dare tell her. And ruin a perfectly good set with your cringy crush. Never.